Hi, this is the 13th Wolfman. This is my midnight movie review. Hi, this is the 13th Wolfman. This is my midnight movie review on It Came From Beneath the Sea. That's right, 1958 film with the special effects by the master himself, Ray Harryhausen. I picked this movie up at Big Lots about a month ago, it seems like, for $3. It has Kenneth Tobey in it, and it's basically about these guys out in the middle of the sea in a submarine, and they get encompassed and picked on by a giant octopus. And when I say giant, I mean super giant. They can't figure out how to kill this thing, so they bring in, or what to do with this thing, so they bring in marine biologists that are the foremost in their field. Figure, if anyone has any answers, it's these people. One is a female, one is a male, and the head of the Navy, the Navy guy that brings these people in falls for the female. You know, your typical 1950s love story sci-fi film. Ray Harryhausen, you know, a lot of you guys know who he is, and a lot of you guys know what he does. He uses what's called super dynamation. And super dynamation is just another fancy word to say stop motion, claymation style of super special effects. He creates these things and does such an elaborate job that even though in some cases it looks kind of cheesy, it really looks good. You know, for the time that it is. We're talking 1958, no computers. And if you did have a computer, all that computer was good for was processing data. It wasn't good for, you know, computer animation. They didn't have screens. Computers took up a warehouse, you know, and that was so that it could play chess with somebody. You know, it wasn't until the microprocessors came out in the 1970s that they got shrunk down. So they had to use clay and whatever, you know, clay, latex. Actually, latex came later. It was more like foam rubber style to make monsters back in the 50s. And they did a really good job for what they had. And I say the leader of it all was Ray Harryhausen. I really, really dug this movie. I mean, this is one of those atomic age sci-fi films that just, you know, I have a warm spot for, whether it's the movie Them, or Tarantula, The Deadly Menace, The Giant Leeches, what was the other one? Black Scorpion, The Giant Gila Monster. That is a really cool movie. Another one I got at Big Lots at one point. There were a lot of them in the 1950s, you know, just giant bug movies is what they were referred to. This was another one, giant octopus movie, you know, and it's a fun movie to watch. If you can, if you have a Big Lots there, you go out, find it, pop it in, and enjoy. That's all I gotta say. It's not something you can take very serious, but it's a movie that you can kick back and enjoy. I give this 3.5 chainsaws easy. I'm not saying that it's a perfect movie because it's far from it. The dialogue is kind of cheesy. The acting is okay. But it's just on the basis of how fun it is to watch. It gets that. And the cool thing about this DVD is that you can toggle. It was originally shot in black and white. And then they colorized it. So you can watch the black and white version and you can watch the color version because they're both on the same disc. And you can use a button on your remote if you have an angle button. I had a angle button, and you can use that button to toggle between black and white and color while the movie is playing. It didn't stop and start. It would just switch from, and that's a cool feature. I don't know why that feature was. I don't know. I don't know why they didn't do that feature with more movies. I guess is what I'm trying to say. But yeah. So this is my review of It Came from Beneath the Sea, and it's the 13th Wolfman. I'm on the prowl.